Hey David, in this video I'm going to show you 3 things that you can do today to help bring in more customers to your business. My name is Seleni McGregor and I actually work with small business owners across the state of Utah. I'm actually based out of Utah County myself, so just a little bit further south than you guys. But I put together this quick custom video for you just about your online presence and specifically how you're stacking up against your competition. I'm sure at this point you're sitting there asking yourself, why would she be doing this and what's in it for her? It's a really fair question. What I have found at the most is that most local business owners are just too busy actually running their business. They're swamped with payroll, helping customers, answering questions, just dealing with employees and staying on top of jobs, and many times learning how to leverage the internet to benefit their company just gets buried underneath all of the other to-dos. And let's be real, half the time the only reason they haven't hired somebody yet is because they just don't know who to trust or know who is truly an expert. So that's exactly why I make videos like this. I have found that by giving people an easy, free attack plan of things that they can actually do to impact their business for free, it's resulted in some of those local business owners still raising their hands and saying, hey, I like you, Seleni. Can you please just handle this for me? So if by the end of this video you've liked what you've heard and you can see that I've got a lot of tricks up my sleeve that can help your business, shoot me a message back and we can chat. Or even if at the end of this video you simply want to take this free attack plan that I gave you and do it yourself, that totally works for me too. Now, let's cover the 3 things that will set your company above your competition. That is first, content, second, citations, and third, backlinks. So first up is content. Before we keep going, I'm actually going to get rid of my face down here. That way it's not in the way here and you can see the full screen. Okay, so content. Since Google isn't a human, it doesn't just know what you do. It needs to be told through your content. So content is basically anything that you can see here on your homepage that's highlighted. So this could be text, it can be your pictures, what your pictures are saved as, what's up behind the pictures. That can all be considered content for you. So actually, if we jump up here, we can show you an example. Let's run down to like an image here. If we do a right click, we can do a save as. We can actually see that this image is saved as nothing specific, just the generic like downloaded tag that came from this. In this situation, this would be a great way to actually leverage high volume location specific keywords by including them in detailed image descriptions in your saved images. All of these are things that Google bots can actually read and basically get an idea of what is this business, what services do you offer, the areas you're targeting, and that's going to position you in the search ranking. The goal is having unique and authoritative content and enough of it to add in the keywords or key phrases that people are going to be searching for in Google for someone to find the services that you offer. Most business owners know that they need content. They just don't know that in order to rank number 1 on Google, the average content count is usually 1,500 to 2,400 words on the homepage alone, while making sure that it contains the right keywords and phrases that your customers are actually searching for. So when I copied your content here and plugged it into a tool, we can see here that your website is sitting around 1,600 keywords here on your homepage. If we jump over here to one of the top competitors in the Salt Lake area, flipping through their website, I plugged their content in as well, and they are over 1,700 keywords or 1,700 words of content on their homepage. Now, we're actually going to jump over here into one of my tools. This is called Ahrefs. It's a really cool tool. Let's see, we're actually going to jump over here to your competitor first. It's a really cool tool. It typically costs a couple $100s per month if you guys want to go out there and get this for yourself, but it essentially gives me behind the scene details that Google is looking at when it comes to ranking a site, and I can get a really good idea of what is working well for you and your competition. So I ran a quick scan here of your competitor here. So initially we can see this overview over here of how they are doing. We can see how many keywords they are being found for here on their website and the rough traffic that they are also bringing in through their website. So we're going to dive in a little bit deeper and take an exact look at exact keywords that they are ranking for and what your customers are actually searching for every single month. So as you can see here, your competitor is ranking in the number 1 position, a couple here for their branded keywords here for their company, but sitting in a really high position for several other keywords here. So we can see here these positionings, they've got some high ranking positions, and then we're going to jump over here. We're actually going to pay attention to the volume column as well as the actual keywords over here. You can see here one of the highest keywords that's a location specific is going to be this one for gutters, Salt Lake City. This one is more of a national term, so we really want to focus on location specific. So this one is a really high one. They're ranking second position here. And then you can kind of go down the lines and you can see gutter repair Salt Lake City. That's got 80 search volume every single month. This one again, jumping up here, 200 search volume every single month. We can see we can jump down here again. Gutter installation Salt Lake City. We've got 50 search volume per month. They're sitting in a high position for that. Rain gutters Salt Lake City, 40 people searching that per month. And you kind of get the picture. Rain gutter repair Salt Lake City, 60 per month. Now, if we jump over here into your site, I plugged yours into this tool as well. Again, we can see the same overview. We've got how many keywords are being found on your website and what type of traffic it is driving. So jumping in specifically to your keywords here, we can see some of your top keywords. Again, you can see your position ranking in here, and then you can see what type of volume your keywords are pulling in. So we do have a higher volume one here. It's just not a location specific. So if we jump up specifically to like the Salt Lake area, we've got rain gutter installation Salt Lake City. That is being searched 30 times per month. Rain gutter repair Salt Lake City being searched 60 times per month. If you look at your positions for both of those, I mean, you're sitting maybe bottom of the first page, top of the second there, for sure second page here. This one maybe the bottom of the first, second page there. Kind of depends, but that one's only got a 10 search volume. So one thing kind of looking at here is just the difference of some of those keywords and what type of volume it is bringing in a little bit differently there, and then their positioning. We really want to be in that top ranking positions there. Again, kind of to close out on the content right here, we can see here that you really just need to focus on what kind of keywords you're able to use in your content on your website, and that will really help boost you that way. Again, you've got really close to the amount of content that you need on your homepage. Just need to boost that a little bit to help beat out your competition while using the right keywords. Okay, second up, we're actually going to jump over here into Google. You can see here that I've typed in one of those high volume keywords, gutters, Salt Lake City. And if you look here at the very top, you can see here the sponsored section. Now this is, of course, the ads section. And here's the thing about ads. Ads can work, but they can also be a money pit if your foundation, like your website, isn't dialed in, or if customers are using an ad blocker. So just be really careful to not burn through your money here on Google Ads unless you know for sure that your website is going to convert. We're actually going to jump down here below the ad section, down in here to this section. This is the coveted map section. This area has a lot to do with the second important thing that we're going to talk about, which is citations. So you're probably asking yourself, well, what is a citation and why do they matter? Those are great questions. So this is called the Google Map Pack. I'm sure you've seen it. You've probably even used this section and possibly even thought to yourself, how in the world can I get my business up on here? And that's a great question. And it's about what I'm about to show you. So to get yourself here in the top 3, the number one thing that Google looks at is a thing called citations. Well, what is a citation? A citation here is actually super simple. They are just your business name, address, and phone number listed on a bunch of online directories like these: Yelp, Yellow Pages, City Star, and so on. But they need to match your Google listing exactly. Having citations like these helps Google verify and give relevance to your local business. So to push up your businesses to the top 3 spots here, really simple. You just need to increase your citation game. Especially citations from authoritative and industry-specific websites, then your credibility will boost, you'll gain more trust from Google, and then it'll push you up here above your competition. Now, you might be asking yourself, great, but how do I actually do that? Well, there are paid tools like WhiteSpark or Bright Local that'll tell us exactly what directories your competition is listed on. And then we can go out and match what they're on and then actually get more than them, because we don't want to just match them, we want to dominate them. So what we've seen with a lot of gutter companies that are ranking at the top, we usually see them around 200 to 350 citations. So if you're pushed down here below that, maybe second or third page, you might only have 30 or 40 citations. So we not only need to go get those citations to match them, but then we need to go beat them online. Now, let's talk about the last thing that I wanted to go over with you today, which is backlinks, or often called link juice. Excuse me. This third pillar will really help you dominate on Google. So when we searched again for gutters Salt Lake City, and we searched for, we scroll down past that ads, past the map pack, we get down here. This is the organics listing section down here. You can see that your site is not ranked as number 1, 2, 3, 4, anywhere here on the first page. Now, of course, this is where we want to be. Google gets about 75% of the clicks, not Google. Your customers, in the top 3 section here, this is where 75% of those clicks are coming from. So your customers are choosing out of the top 3 people here. So they're never even making it down to your listing. So in order to get here, you just have to beat out your competition in every aspect. So really, you just need authority. So how do you get authority? Well, this is where the backlinks come into play. Simply put, a backlink is when one website links to another website online. The easiest way to think about it is to think about it like a popularity contest in high school. You want the most cool, popular kid recommending you. So in this popularity contest, the business with the most relevant link juice or authority wins. And I say relevant because not all backlinks are created equal. So you're a gutter company, right? Well, you wouldn't want a backlink from an ice cream shop linking back to you because you guys don't churn ice cream. Although that would be tasty, that backlink would be kind of useless to you. But having a backlink from like a local construction company linking back to you, that would be much more effective. Now let's jump back over here again into my Ahrefs tool. Again, you can see here, let's jump back over into the overview. We can see how many backlinks you actually have on your account here. You've got 406 backlinks. It's not bad. It's a great start. It's just not dominant. Now, if we jump over here into your competitors again, we are looking at, they've got 208. Again, you might be questioning that because of the quantity difference, but if you'll remember, it's quality over quantity here. So it's really important. We can actually jump in specifically and we can see the exact backlinks that they are receiving from for their site. Jumping in here, we can see the exact backlinks that they've got and we can go out and match those exact same links for your business. Again, very beatable with time. So getting you to the top of Google, it's not magic. It's just a tried and true method. And I've shown you that exact method today. So again, the 3 things that you could do today to help grow your online business is focus again on your content, just getting that, oops, sorry, I pushed the wrong button there. Just focusing on your content, getting that homepage up to at least, you've already got over the 1,500 words. You just want to be able to match or beat your competitor here. They're over the 1,700. You just want to make sure you've got the right keywords and key phrases that people are actually searching for in your area so that your company gets found. Second, citations. You just want to make sure that you get your business name, address, and phone number listed on as many online directories to be able to beat out your competition by a landslide. And then third, backlinks. You just want to get more relevant quality sites pointing back to you guys to show that you are the authority. If you implement these strategies today, you can be number 1 across Google. Now, I know how tough the market is, and I know how dependent small businesses are on third-party companies like Angie's List. I also know how painful it is to pay for leads that are shared amongst your competitors. What I've shown you today gives you control over your leads and an actionable plan, having clients come straight to your door without a broker in between. So I'm sure you're wondering at this point, okay, well, what now? Well, you really have a few options. If you feel like you cannot handle any more clients every month, then that is absolutely fair. If you'll just send me a quick note saying that you watched the video, tell me your thoughts about it, I would really appreciate your feedback. On the other hand, if you are ready to grow, then you can take this blueprint and you implement these 3 strategies on your own today. I give you the exact formula that businesses pay tons of dollars to have, and it's all yours to use to help your company. Now, if you found this information valuable, and if you're one of those business owners to still raise their hands for the most effective route, simply respond to my email. We'll set up a time to chat and dive deeper into your specific situation and see what I can do to help your business really thrive. Again, my name is Seleni, and I look forward to your email. Thanks so much. Have a good day.